What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Wednesday, March 11th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Hey guys, our cash game lineup optimizer is now live. Playing cash games is the secret to building your bankroll. So that's why we've created our cash game lineup optimizer that will generate a lineup based on the highest projected ownership. In cash game lineups, you want safer plays that carry less risk and are owned by a larger percentage of the field. By using the wisdom of the crowd, we will generate a cash game lineup based on ownership projections. This new tool is available right now, so come on in and start building your bankroll. Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know, we added our first version of the XFL Position Optimizer, which has projected points, projected value, and we're gonna have projected ownerships in there as well. We're gonna be adding more XFL tools to Draft Dashboard, so come on in and give those a try. Okay, let's take a look at the point guard position. I like De'Aaron Fox from the Sacramento Kings playing the New Orleans Pelicans, who have the 5th worst defense overall, and they give up the 2nd most fantasy points to opposing point guards. De'Aaron Fox has averaged 38.7 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 32 minutes per game with a 30% usage rate. This guy's been consistent the last 3 games, scoring 39, 42, and 41 fantasy points, playing 30, 28, and 36 minutes. He's projected at 38.8 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5 times value. He's $7,800 DraftKings salary and the same price on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 235 points scored in this game, so a high-scoring game, a home game, a fast-paced game, and a fantastic matchup. So I like De'Aaron Fox here versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay, moving on to the shooting guard position. I'm going to give you a value play here. This guy's been on fire, so I'm going to ride the hot hand. I like Gary Harris from the Denver Nuggets playing the Dallas Mavericks, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing shooting guards. Gary Harris has averaged 20.7 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 32 minutes per game with a 15% usage rate. But he scored 28, 32, and 30 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 32, 30, and 34 minutes. So you know he's going to get the minutes. He's projected at 20.8 fantasy points here tonight. He's only going to need about 23 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. He's only $4,500 DraftKings salary and 100 more on FanDuel. So I think it makes him a safe value play if he's going to get 30 plus minutes. Playing pretty well lately, so I like Gary Harris here versus the Dallas Mavericks. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I like Danilo Gallinari from the Oklahoma City Thunder playing the Utah Jazz, who have a good defense overall, and they've been good versus opposing small forwards. Gallinari has averaged 31.7 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 31 minutes per game with a 25% usage rate. He's projected at 31.9 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.4 times value. He's $5,900 DraftKings salary and 400 more on FanDuel. So I love that DraftKings price. This is a home game and a fast-paced game, so I like Danilo Gallinari here versus the Utah Jazz. And I get a value play for you here at the small forward position. I like Josh Hart from the New Orleans Pelicans playing the Sacramento Kings, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 7th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Josh Hart has averaged 24.2 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 27 minutes per game with a 15% usage rate. He scored 10, 43, and 10 fantasy points in the last 3 games, so this guy's kind of hit or miss, but he's got huge upside for his price point. He's projected at 22.3 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.3 times value. He's only $4,200 DraftKings salary and $200 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 235 points scored in this game, so we got a high-scoring game, a fast-paced game, and a good matchup. So I like Josh Hart here versus the Sacramento Kings. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. I'm going to give you another value play here. I like Jeremiah Grant from the Denver Nuggets playing the Dallas Mavericks, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 5th most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Jeremiah Grant has averaged 21.3 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 26 minutes per game with an 18% usage rate. He scored 37 fantasy points in 29 minutes last game. He's projected at 21.5 fantasy points here tonight. He's going to need about 23 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. He's $4,600 DraftKings salary and the same price on FanDuel. So it's a fast-paced game and a good matchup. So I like Jeremiah Grant here versus the Dallas Mavericks. Just a quick note here, guys. If you're not feeling Jeremiah Grant, I like Maximilian Kleber. He's not on the screen here, but he's only $4,400 DraftKings salary and $200 more on FanDuel. He's projected at 24.6 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.6 times value. He's been playing a bunch of minutes. He's got 30 plus fantasy point upside. So I like Maximilian Kleber here versus the Denver Nuggets. Okay, moving on to the center position. This is a DraftKings play only for me. I like Rudy Gobert for the Utah Jazz playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have a good defense overall and they're middle of the pack defending opposing centers. Rudy Gobert has averaged 40.1 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 35 minutes per game with a 16% usage rate. He's coming off of a bad game. He only scored 17 fantasy points in 31 minutes last game, but he put up 41 fantasy points in 35 minutes in the game before that. So I think he gets it done tonight. He's projected at 39.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.3 times value. He's $7,500 DraftKings salary and $700 more on FanDuel. So I love that DraftKings price. It's a fast-paced game, and this is a DraftKings play only for me because of the price point. So I like Rudy Gobert here versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck. This is a quick reminder, you should be reading the comments of this video. We have some savvy basketball fans who watch these videos, and they often give great plays and call me out when my picks are wrong. Wisdom of the crowd is a great way to get a feel for what players the field likes in today's NBA slate. We also have a DFS tool that shows you what players our members like for today's slate, so you can come on in and check that out. Okay guys, if you're getting any value from this video, please hit that red subscribe button. We put out new fantasy basketball videos every single day. So if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification, you won't miss out on any of our new fantasy basketball and fantasy football videos. Tons of free stuff coming your way. It only takes a second, and it helps us push out more fantasy content for you guys to consume each and every day. It's because of you subscribers that make this possible. So thank you for supporting this channel.